Hey guys, it's your boy Kairos. Before we get into this video, I'm going to ask that you like the video and subscribe. But anyway, to just get straight into it, this is the bleed spec for arms. This build is insane. You have a go every 30 seconds with this build. So when you first use the build, basically there's like, I don't even really know how to, there's basically like 3 tiers of burst that you have with this. When you have no other cooldowns and you only have Skull Crusher and Colossus Smash, then you have, Skull Crusher, Colossus Smash, Sweeping Strikes, and Thunderous Roar, and then you have Avatar with all those abilities that I've already said. But basically, this is the bleed spec for arms. You basically have 2 sets of bleeds up at all times. Your bleed effects have a chance to grant you 5 rage. 5 rage really works really good when you start thinking you can have bleeds on hunter pets, you can have bleeds on all kinds of pets with Thunderclap and Blood and Thunder. Bloodletting increases all your bleed damage. Skull Splitter, this is what defines the lethality of this spec and kills people pretty damn fast. Tide of Blood causes all of your deep wounds and rend to expire instantly on the target. Basically, it's a huge, and those can all crit independently. Of course, that's kind of the really defining thing to the spec. It lines up really well with Stormbolt, Anger Management, Colossus Smash, Battle Lord, Exhilarating Blows. Works really well with Frothing Berserker. You just get a ton of Mortal Strikes out with those 2 abilities. Thunderous Roar doesn't really need an explanation. Increases the bleed that you do, or deals a ton of uploaded damage if it crits, and causes them to bleed for 16 seconds with Bloodletting, and gives you a 5% critical strike chance on all those bleed effects. And they last 6 seconds longer. You go down to Thunderous Words, increases Thunderous Roar bleed effect by 2 seconds, yeah, whatever, but increases all the bleed damage that you have by 15. You put that together with Bloodborne, that's 30% increased bleed damage. You run crit and mastery with this build. You run all the crit that you can, and where you can't run crit, you run mastery. So, with Colossus Smash, Anger Management, Avatar, and Warlord's Torment, basically you are having upwards of 50% increased crit when you go and have when you use Colossus Smash on the target and you use Skull Splitter. So basically, everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. War Machine, you crit, you get Wild Strikes, you attack 20% faster, you attack 20% faster, guess what, you get more rage. This spec has 0 rage problems. I am constantly capped on rage. I feel like my head's always going to explode because I can't spend the rage fast enough. Uproar just reduces the cooldown of Thunderous Roar. Basically, you put all that together, basically what you get is a spec that is just compounding 3 sources of bleeds, plus what you're already getting with Mortal Strike, Massacre, and Fatality. Increase your Mortal Strike damage, or your execute damage, basically where you get them below 30% health. It can just global them. So, from there, so basically to just get straight into it, you're going to pop all your cooldowns, you're going to get Avatar, and then you're going to pop everything off. And basically, that fell off. Make sure you keep all your bleeds up, and we're hitting upwards of 80k DPS when we peak. So basically, to get that damage breakdown, that hit 3 targets. I did not mean to hit 3 targets, but you can see where this is starting to hit really hard. All this crit is allowing all your damage to hit super hard. 40k bleeds. Oh, holy crap. And then you apply rend on there, deep wounds. That crit, oh boy. Now you're looking like a Mortal Strike that hit that crit. Then you have all this extra damage, and you're looking pretty wild on all that damage. And this is 1 cast of rend from 1 Thunderclap. So, or yeah, maybe I did cast Rend. Yep, looks like I did, or it casted that off of. Yep, I casted Thunderclap and it casts Rend at the same time. Makes Rend a little more front-loaded. Thunderclap, not Thundercrap. Spreads it all around. Spreads your Rends all around. Gives you a ton of damn. Anyway, I want to make light of this build. This build is nuts. I'm actually pumping in duels, killing everything in duels except for Warlocks. Warlocks are still just so OP on the beta, where even monks are just disgustingly OP. But going forward, as they make class changes, I do not see this build getting nerfed super hard. It might get nerfed. It might get buffed. You never really know, because arms is kind of like middle of the pack, maybe a little higher up there. But I want to make light of this build. I will put a piece, or when you go into the loadout here, you can copy the loadout, basically copy paste the loadout. I'll put it in the description so you guys can, when you guys hit level 70, you can put this into the into your thing. Basically, you can load a new loadout. You can import that. I will put that in the description, and you guys have a good one. Peace.